What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Dale, man. We back in the trap. We cooking up another banger, man. Look, welcome to the group, man. We are reading this book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. If you haven't checked the old videos out, we went through chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Now we on chapter 4. So if you ain't got the book by now, pay along through this. And if I see that it's out of order, I say what's out of order. So make sure you got a pen or a highlighter, because you're going to find something that gravitates towards you. So I'll highlight it and just take notice of it. Have a notebook too.
Mental healings in ancient times.
Page 53.
Down through the ages, men of all nations have somehow instinctively believed that somewhere there resided a healing power, which could restore to normal the functions and sensations of man's body. They believed that this strange power could be invoked under certain conditions, and that the alleviation of human suffering would follow. The history of all nations presents testimony in support of this belief. In the early history of the world, the power of secretly influencing men for good or evil, including the healing of the sick, was supposed to be a power derived directly by them from God, and the procedures and processes of healing varied throughout the world. The healing processes took the form of supplications to God attended by various ceremonies, such as the laying on of hands, incantations, the application of amulets, talismans, rings, relics, and images. For example, in the religions of antiquity, priests in the ancient temples gave drugs to the patient and practiced hypnotic suggestions prior to the patient's sleep, telling him that the gods would visit him in his sleep and heal him. Many healings followed. Obviously, all this was the work of potent suggestions to the subconscious mind. After the performance of certain mysterious rites, the devotees of Hecate would see the goddess during sleep, provided that before going to sleep, they had prayed to her according to weird and fantastic instructions. They were told to mix lizards with resin, frankincense, and myrrh, and pound all this together in the open air under the crescent moon. Healings were reported in many cases following.
You know what they hit you with? Okay, we got a spell. If you miss this with this right, it would grant all your wishes. So you doing all this work, putting all your effort in and making that post, and like, oh, if I do this, it's gonna happen. She said it is. Did it happen? Oh my God. Mind manipulation.
This grotesque procedure. It is obvious that these strange procedures, as mentioned in the illustrations given, favored suggestion and acceptance by the subconscious mind of these people by making a powerful appeal to their imagination. Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer. In all ages,
I hate that it's still out of whack too, bro. So y'all just gotta wait along. This out of whack too.
Official healers have obtained remarkable results in cases where authorized medical skill has failed. This gives cause for thought. How do these healers in all parts of the world affect their cures? The answer to all these healings is due to the blind belief of the sick person, which released the healing power resident in his subconscious mind. Many of the remedies and methods employed were rather strange and fantastic, which fared the imagination of the patients, causing an aroused emotional state. This state of mind facilitated the suggestion of health and was accepted by both the conscious and subconscious mind of the sick. This will be elaborated on further in the next chapter. Biblical accounts of the use of the subconscious powers.
55,
What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them.
You see how they put the Bible scripture in there? Hey, we can get to talking on stuff on this channel. They say, what things you soever desire, when you pray, believe that you will receive them, and you will receive them. So basically, like, it's like fake it, like you make it like you got your blessing that you pray for. Like, act like you got them. Cause if you waiting, it never happen. You gotta act like you already got it, and that's a strange thing. Like, you gotta trick your mind. You gotta be delusional. And I hate, like, in the Bible, they didn't put this bitch in grammar terms. So like, you'll stick past it because it don't make no sense. Like, for this book, it break it down for me. Whoever shall desire it and pray for it, and when you pray, you believe it's gonna happen, like you put emotion in it, you gonna receive it. Cause you ain't just praying, all my bills. It's no conviction. You don't feel it. You just praying to pray, cause that's all you know. When you pray with emotion, you gonna receive them.
Chapter 4. Mental Healings in Ancient Times.
I didn't take this beat back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, when they hit different, man, get me.
Talismans, rings, facilitated the suggestion of health and was accepted by both healing. The healing talismans, rings, relics, and images.
I'm sorry, y'all.
For example, in the religions of antiquity, priests in the ancient temples gave drugs to the patient and practiced hypnotic suggestions prior to the patient's sleep,
that's on page 54.
telling him that the gods would visit him in his sleep and heal him. Many healings followed. Obviously, all this was the work of potent suggestions to the subconscious mind. After the performance of certain mysterious rites, the devotees of Hecate would see the goddess during sleep, provided that before going to sleep, they had prayed to her according to weird and fantastic instructions. They were told to mix lizards with resin, frankincense, and myrrh, and pound all this together in the open air under the crescent moon. Healings were reported in many cases following this grotesque procedure. It is obvious that these strange procedures, as mentioned in the illustrations given, favored suggestion and acceptance by the subconscious mind of these people by making a powerful appeal to their imagination. Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the subject was the healer. In all ages, unofficial healers have obtained remarkable results in cases where authorized medical skill has failed. This gives cause for thought. How do these healers in all parts of the world affect their cures? The answer to all these healings is due to the blind belief of the sick. Chapter 4.
Are you stupid mother sucker? Hold on. I try to stop it. Look. The answer is these healings takes place in the mind of the blind, and the belief of the sick person is released. The healing power residents. And damn, y'all gonna think I can't speak. Hold on. Fuck it. Hold on. The answer, I'll say, how do these healers in all the parts of the world affect with these cures? The answer is these healings take place because the blind belief of the sick person, bro. You feel me? These persons been in dire need for, are they sick? They need cancer and all this. And some little gynae dude come up on goddamn TV talking about 1-800. This right here will heal your ailment. And you take it and you believe that it heals your ailment and it heal your ailment. Because you thought that by taking it is like a placebo. You know. The answer is in the healings take place because the blind belief of the sick person released the healing residence in his or her subconscious mind. You dirty son. We working. We ain't perfect, but you know. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide. I'm just fucking with you. Now on this channel we just vibing, man. We trying to get better with our mind. So basically, the answer is that the healing takes place because the blind belief of the sick person released the healing residence in his or her subconscious mind. I cutting grass this early, bro. I'm happy I ain't sleep because I would have been mad, bro. So we gotta go to chapter.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you how I can afford this F-150.
I don't care right now. We working.
So check this out. 107.
This is the best.
Chapter 4. Chapter 4. We had a bit on biblical times.
And trusting the laws of growth and agriculture, you and
I'm sorry.
Chapter 4.
I ain't perfect.
Prior to the patient's sleep, telling him that in all ages, unofficial healers have obtained remarkable results in cases where authorized medical skill has failed. This gives cause for thought. How do these healers in all parts of the world affect their cures? The answer to all these healings is due to the blind belief of the sick person, which released the healing power resident in his subconscious mind. Many of the remedies and methods employed were rather strange and fantastic, which fared the imagination of the patients, causing an aroused emotional state. This state of mind facilitated the suggestion of health and was accepted by both the conscious and subconscious mind of the sick. This will be elaborated on further in the next chapter. Biblical accounts of the use of the subconscious powers. What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Mark chapter 11, verse 24. Note the difference in tenses. The inspired writer tells us to believe and accept as true the fact that our desire has already been accomplished and fulfilled, that it is already completed, and that its realization will follow as a thing in the future. The success of this technique depends on the confident conviction that the thought, the idea, the picture is already a fact in mind. The healing processes took the form of supplications to God, attended by various ceremonies.
Stop doing it to me. I'm trying to pause it. This man said the success of this technique relies on a confident conviction that the thought of that idea, the picture that is already in your mind, you're not going to get it. If you don't have that picture of what you want, you're not going to get it. You got to have that picture. You want that new car, you got to be able to see it. That money, you got to be able to see it. You got to get your imagination up. That's where I'm fighting right now. I'm trying to meditate and shit. It's mind racing and I'm working. I got to get better. I'm sorry I'm messing the video up, guys. It's my first time. I don't
The healing processes took the form of supplications to God, attended by various ceremonies, such as the laying on of hands, your thought, idea. Here are a few of the use of healings were reported in many cases following this grotesque procedure. It is obvious that these strange procedures, as mentioned in the illustrations given, favored suggestion and acceptance by the subconscious mind of these people by making a powerful appeal to their imagination. Actually, in all these healings, the subconscious mind of the...
I'm sorry, I gotta take this bit back. We off track. We all the way off track.
Chapter 4. Mental Healings in Ancient Times.
Damn. Let's do the pause button on it. Biblical accounts right there.
Facilitated the suggestion of health and was accepted by both the conscious and subconscious mind of the sick. This will be elaborated on further in the next chapter. Biblical accounts of the use of the subconscious powers.
Yeah.
What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Mark chapter 11, verse 24.
Okay.
Note the difference in tenses. The inspired writer tells us to believe and accept as true the fact that our desire has already been accomplished and fulfilled, that it is already completed, and that its realization will follow.
And that's hard, bro. To envision as your goal as already done. Like, yeah, I'm rich. Yeah, I'm multi-shit. Like, you gotta envision it already. So that's what we trying to do. We trying to learn that.
As a thing in the future. The success of this technique depends on the confident conviction that the thought, the idea, the picture is already a fact in mind. In order for anything to have substance in the realm of mind, it must be thought of as actually existing there. Here in a few cryptic words is a concise and specific direction for making use of the creative power of thought by impressing upon the subconscious the particular thing which you desire. Your thought, idea, plan, or purpose is as real on its own plane as your hand or your heart. In following the biblical technique, you completely eliminate from your mind all consideration of conditions, circumstances, or anything which might imply adverse contingencies. You are planting a seed, concept, in the mind, which, if you leave it undisturbed, will infallibly germinate into external fruition.
True.
The prime condition which Jesus insisted upon was faith. Over and over again you read in the Bible, "According to your faith it is done unto you." If you plant certain types of seeds in the ground,
he just hit us with a Bible verse. The faith is done upon you. Your faith is done upon you. Your faith is done upon you, nobody else. Ooh. That hit different. According to your faith is done upon you.
You have faith they will grow after their kind. This is the way of seeds, and trusting the laws of growth and agriculture, you know that the seeds will come forth after their kind. Faith, as mentioned in the Bible, is a way of thinking, an attitude of mind, an inner certitude, knowing that the idea you fully accept in your conscious mind will be embodied in your subconscious mind and made manifest. Faith is, in a sense, accepting as true what your reason and
56.
senses deny. For example, a shutting out of the little, rational, analytical conscious mind, and embracing an attitude of complete reliance on the inner power of your subconscious mind.
Faith is a sense accepting as true what your reason and senseless deny. It is dosing down, refusing to listen to the little rational analytics. So basically, faith is everything. You're going against everything. Logic, criticism, cons, pros. When people be like, write your pros and cons down, you don't write no cons down. You only think positive. Nothing can go wrong. So when you have that belief and that attitude, you're going to get it. So closing down, dosing down, refusing to listen to the little rational analytics, conscious mind, and embracing the attitude of complete reliance on the inner power of your subconscious mind. So basically going with your gut, you know. That first thing that pop up in your head, like, damn, that idea, go with that. Not the second one, like, maybe. Never go with that. Go with the first thought you always had.
A classical instance of Bible technique is recorded in Matthew, chapter 9, verses 28 to 30. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him. And Jesus saith unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then touched he their eyes, saying, According to your faith, be it unto you. And their eyes were opened. And Jesus straitly charged them, saying, See that no man know it. In the words, according to your faith, be it unto you, you can see that Jesus was actually appealing to the cooperation of...
See, don't be speaking English, bro. See, what a terminology, bro. Like, believe ye that I am able to do this. Like, believe I am to do this. They say unto you. They say unto you. Like, unto, U-N-T, unto. They say unto him, yeah, oh, yeah, Lord. Then touch he their eyes, saying, according to faith, be it unto you. Unto. They be like, there, you can't read. I'm trying. Don't make fun of me. Fuck that. They're trying. I'm doing it. I don't know nobody else doing it. Who wanna read in class? Yeah, I got to. She picked on me. Shit. At least I'm trying. You gonna make me think where I was at, bro. Believe that I am able to do this. They say unto you, yeah, Lord. Then touch their eyes, saying, according to faith, be unto you. And their eyes were open, and Jesus strictly charged them, saying, see that no man know it. What you mean, see that no man know it?
The subconscious mind of the blind men. Their faith was their great expectancy, their inner feeling, their inner conviction that something miraculous would happen, and that their prayer would be answered. And it was. This is the time-honored technique of healing, utilized alike by all healing groups throughout the world, regardless of their religious affiliation.
So basically, faith, no matter what your religion is, you still got that faith. So that's what make everybody can have different religions, but at the end of the day, they still have faith and they believe in something.
In the words, see that no man know it, Jesus enjoins the newly healed patients not to discuss their healing because they might be subjected to the skeptical and derogatory criticisms.
Facts. Oh, that's what he mean. See that no man know it, because they gonna say that you crazy. They gonna say you're lying. Nobody can do that. They're gonna criticize it. So keep it to yourself. Ooh.
Of the unbelieving. This might tend to undo the benefits they had received at the hand of Jesus by depositing thoughts of
facts. Now look, Now that you doubting, oh, no man can heal you like that. Guess what? You down it. Oh, for real, he might be right. Now you lose track of it when you had belief. Oh no.
fear, doubt, and anxiety in the subconscious mind.
Jeez.
For with authority and power he commandeth the unclean spirits, and they came out. Luke chapter 4, verse 36. When the sick came to Jesus to be healed, they were healed by their faith, together with his faith and understanding of the healing power of the subconscious mind.
57.
Whatever he decreed, he felt inwardly to be true. He and the people needing help were in the one universal subjective mind, and his silent inner knowing and conviction of the healing power changed the negative destructive patterns in the patient's subconscious. The resultant healings were the automatic response to the internal mental change. His command was his appeal to the subconscious mind of the patients, plus his awareness, feeling, and absolute trust in the response of the subconscious mind to the words, which he spoke with authority. Miracles at various shrines throughout the world. It is an established fact that cures have taken place at various shrines throughout the world, such as in Japan, India, Europe, and America. I have visited several of the famous shrines in Japan. At the world-famous shrine called Daibutsu is a gigantic divinity of bronze, where Buddha is seated with folded hands, and the head is inclined in an attitude of profound contemplative ecstasy. It is 42 feet in height and is called the Great Buddha. Here I saw young and old making offerings at its feet. Money, fruit, rice, and oranges were offered. Candles were lit, incense was burned, and prayers of petition recited. The guide explained the chant of a young girl as she murmured a prayer, bowed low, and placed 2 oranges as an offering. She also lit a candle. He said she had lost her voice, and it was restored at the shrine. She was thanking Buddha for restoring her voice. She had the simple faith that Buddha would give her back her singing voice if she followed a certain ritual, fasted, and made certain offerings. All this helped to
She believed that if I sacrifice me fasting and me taking these little fruits and oranges to him, that he gonna bring my voice back. And now that I've been doing this, I believe that he gonna bless me. Now I can sing because you believe you've been blessed. So basically you mind tricked yourself by doing that ritual. By her faith in that Buddha. She got it. She believed. Ooh.
kindle faith and expectancy, resulting in a conditioning of her mind to the point of belief. Her subconscious mind responded to her belief. To illustrate further the power of imagination and blind belief, I will relate the case of a relative of mine who had tuberculosis. His lungs were badly diseased. His son decided to heal his father. He came home to Perth, Western Australia, where his father lived, and said to him that he had met a monk who had returned from one of the healing shrines in Europe. This monk sold him a piece of the true cross. He said that he gave the monk the equivalent of $500 for it. This young man had actually picked up a splinter of wood from the sidewalk,
Finesse.
went to the jeweler's, and had it set in a ring so that it looked real. He told his father that many were healed just by touching the ring or the cross. He inflamed and fired his father's imagination to the point that the old gentleman snatched the ring from him, placed it over his chest, prayed silently, and went to sleep. In the morning, he was healed. All the clinics...
That man must have been praying for that wing all night. Please go. Dude, he got finesse for the 500 though. He got that splinter of wood off there, finesse. That's crazy. He tricked himself into a blessing. That's what's up.
tests proved negative. You know, of course, it was not the splinter of wood from the sidewalk that healed him.
No.
It was his imagination aroused to an intense degree, plus the confident expectancy of a perfect healing. Imagination was joined to faith, or subjective feeling, and the union of the two brought about a healing. The father never learned.
So, imagination and faith and subjective feeling and the unicorn of two brought about a healing through the power of his subconscious mind. So basically, you can tap that subconscious mind if you put imagination in it, faith in it, subjective feeling, and the union of two, so more than one. You can tap that subconscious mind, you can open it up.
Learned of the trick that had been played upon him. If he had, he probably would have had a relapse. He remained completely cured and passed away 15 years later at the age of 89.
89.
One universal healing principle. It is a well-known fact that all of the various schools of healing effect cures of the most wonderful character. The most obvious conclusion, which strikes your mind, is that there must be some underlying principle which is common to them all, namely the subconscious mind, and the one process of healing is faith. It will now be in order to recall to your mind once more the following fundamental truths. First, that you possess mental functions which have been distinguished by designating one, the conscious mind, and the other, the subconscious mind. Secondly, your subconscious mind is constantly amenable to the power of suggestion. Furthermore, your subconscious mind has complete control of the functions, conditions, and sensations of your body.
Your subconscious mind controls the functions, conditions, and sensations of your body. Sensations?
I venture to believe that all the readers of this book are familiar with the fact that symptoms of almost any disease can be induced in hypnotic subjects by suggestion. For example, a subject in the hypnotic state can develop a high temperature, flushed face, or chills according to the nature of the suggestion given. By experiment, you can suggest to the person that he is paralyzed and cannot walk. It will be so. By illustration, you can hold a cup of cold water under the nose of the hypnotic subject and tell him, "This is full of pepper. Smell it." He will proceed to sneeze. What do you think?
Literally trick him. Literally trick him, bro. You said I'm gonna put pepper under your nose, so your brain make a whole little wave sign and be like, "Oh, pepper coming," and you sneeze. Like cutting onions, you think you're gonna cry because it's a meme?
Think caused him to sneeze? The water or the suggestion? If a man says he is allergic to Timothy grass, you can place a synthetic flower or an empty glass in front of his nose when he is in a hypnotic state and tell him it is Timothy grass. He will portray the usual allergic symptoms. This indicates that the cause of the disease is in the mind. The healing of the
A curing the system take place in the conscious mind. So when y'all be like, "Oh, I got allergies. Oh, I've been prescribed allergies." Man, you didn't told yourself you got allergies. You ain't go to the doctor and say you got allergies. Some of you did. You really ain't got no allergies, bro. You can, yeah, the back damn, it's easy for you to say it. Yeah. You can do a lot, man, with your brain. You see, I'm only on chapter 4. We working. You know, you really be making yourself sick. "Oh, I'm getting sick. My nose running. Oh, I'm finna get sick." You didn't told yourself you finna get sick, bro. Nah, I'm finna get over this. I'm good. I'm finna wake up in the morning and be perfect. Nothing wrong with me. I'm very healthy. You ain't trick yourself. You spoke your words. You know, you are, how can I say, you a wizard, bro. You Harry Potter. You cast spells with your words, bro. One little thing, one little nose drizzle. "Oh, man, I'm getting sick. Oh, I'm finna get a cold. Everybody's been coughing at work." You done spoken on yourself. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with your nose dripping, man. Let me go ahead and pop my vitamin. Let me get my body right. Let me go to the... Yeah, you ain't thinking like that.
disease can also take place mentally. You realize that remarkable healings take place through osteopathy, chiropractic medicine, and naturopathy, as well as through all the various religious bodies throughout the world. But it is obvious that all these healings are brought about through the subconscious mind, the only healer there is. Notice how it heals a cut on your face caused by shaving. It knows exactly how to do it. The doctor dresses the wound and says, "Nature heals it." Nature.
The doctor dresses the wound and said, "Nature heal it. Time heals it."
Refers to natural law, the law of the subconscious mind, or self-preservation, which is the function of the subconscious mind. The instinct of self-preservation is the first law of nature. Your strongest instinct is the most potent of all autosuggestions. Widely different theories. It would be tedious and unprofitable to discuss to any great extent the numerous theories advanced by different religious sects and prayer therapy groups. There are a great number who claim that because their theory produces results, it is therefore the correct one. This, as explained in this chapter, cannot be true. You are aware that there are all types of healing. Franz Anton Mesmer, an Austrian physician, 1734 to 1815, who practiced in Paris, discovered that by applying magnets to the diseased body, he could cure that disease miraculously.
Magnets.
He also performed cures with various other pieces of glass and metals. He discontinued this form of healing and claimed that his cures were due to animal magnetism, theorizing that this substance was projected from the healer to the patient. His method of treating disease from then on was by hypnotism, which was called mesmerism in his day. Other physicians said that all his healings were due to suggestion and nothing else.
Hey, bro, I didn't learn how the magicians be doing it, bro. Cause look, you say when you close your eyes, like really close your eyes, you go into a meditative state. Now you repeating yourself, you like this, then you would be like this. So you repeat something like 10 times, it's like a spell. God, this shit, bro. That's how I know I'm getting bro. When books like this excite me, bro. Cause like you see it every day. As a kid, you was watching the dude hypnotic the people when they act like a duck. Quack, quack. How he do that? It's magic. He tricked his brain. Like Simon says, Simon says such shit. You did that automatically when you rushed it. You don't even know, bro. It gets scary.
All of these groups, such as psychiatrists, psychologists, osteopaths, chiropractors, physicians, and all the churches are using the one universal power resident in the subconscious mind. Each may proclaim the healings are due to their theory. The process of all healing is a definite, positive, mental attitude.
But basically, all these groups, the chiropractor, the physicians, the religion groups, they're using a universal power residence in the subconscious mind due to the theory, but truth is far different. The process of all healing is a definite positive mental attitude called faith. So when they made you be like, pray to God and pray to Jesus or pray to whoever, like you had to believe that would happen if you prayed. So you believed. You put emotion, you cried on that floor. I hope that when you put emotion and it happened, it's because you put belief and passion behind it. Yeah, somebody on chapter 4, we talking shh. That's crazy. Because if you pray and you don't mean it, you're not going to get it. If you just praying because that's the only thing you got, but you ain't putting no feeling in that bitch, you ain't crying, you ain't in your feelings talking to him, you're not going to get it. Emotion hit it every time. Emotion unlock your subconscious mind. But back to the book, we on the other groups and positions they lead by faith.
An inner attitude, or a way of thinking, called faith. Healing is due to a confident expectancy, which acts as a powerful suggestion to the subconscious mind, releasing its healing potency. One man does not heal by a different power than another. It is true, he may have his own theory or method. There is only one process of healing, and that is faith. There is only one healing power, namely your subconscious mind. Select the theory and method you prefer. You can rest assured, if you have faith, you shall get results. Views of Paracelsus. Philippus Paracelsus, a famous Swiss alchemist and physician who lived from 1493 to 1541, was a great healer in his day. He stated what is now an obvious scientific fact when he uttered these words: "Whether the object of your faith be real or false, you will nevertheless obtain the same effects." Thus, if I believed in St. Peter's statue, as I should have believed in St. Peter himself, I shall obtain the same effects that I should have obtained from St. Peter. But that is superstition. Faith, however, produces miracles, and whether it is true or false faith, it will always produce the same wonders.
So basically, whether Hold on, let me break it down. Okay, basically, it produced the same wonders if it is true or false what you believe in. So whatever you believe in, even if it's true or false, whatever you believe in, it will happen.
The views of Paracelsus were also entertained in the 16th century by Pietro Pomponazzi, an Italian philosopher and contemporary of Paracelsus, who said, "We can easily conceive the marvelous effects which confidence and imagination can produce, particularly
61,
when
yeah.
both qualities are reciprocated between the subjects and the person who influences them. The cures attributed to the influence of certain relics are the effect of their imagination and confidence. Quacks and philosophers know that if the bones of any skeleton were put in place of the saint's bones, the sick would nonetheless experience beneficial effects if they believed that they were veritable relics. Then, if you believe in the bones of saints to heal, or if you believe in the healing power of certain waters, you will get the results because of the powerful suggestion given to your."
Like when y'all go down to them, no spas. Oh, that's the spa do miracles on your body because you believed it. So when you get in that spa, it do miracles on your body. You feel rejuvenated because you didn't trick your subconscious mind. You will get the results because of the powerful suggestion given to your subconscious mind. To all them little springs and healing properties and certain waters.
Your subconscious mind. It is the latter that does the healing. Bernheim's experiments.
62.
Hippolyte Bernheim, professor of medicine at Nancy, France, 1910 to 1919, was the expounder of the fact that the suggestion of the physician to the patient was exerted through the subconscious mind. Bernheim, in his Suggestive Therapeutics, page 197, tells a story of a man with paralysis of the tongue, which had yielded to no form of treatment. His doctor told the patient that he had a new instrument with which he promised to heal him. He introduced a pocket thermometer into the patient's mouth. The patient imagined it to be the instrument which was to save him. In a few moments, he cried out joyfully that he could once more move his tongue freely. Among our cases, continues Bernheim, facts of the same sort will be found. A young girl came into my office, having suffered from complete loss of...
This man put a thermometer in his mouth and he thought he could speak. Okay, you say you can't speak? Yeah. Nigga put it on his tongue. I can't talk. Man, we don't be using our brain, man. It's crazy.
Speech for nearly 4 weeks. After making sure of the diagnosis, I told my students that loss of speech sometimes yielded instantly to electricity, which might act simply by its suggestive influence. I sent for the induction apparatus. I applied my hand over the larynx and moved a little and said, "Now you can speak aloud." In an instant, I made her say A, then B, then Maria. She continued to speak distinctively. The loss of voice had disappeared. Here, Bernheim is showing the power of faith and expectancy on the part of the patient, which acts as a powerful suggestion to the subconscious mind. Producing a blister by suggestion. Bernheim states that he produced a blister on the back of a patient's neck by applying a postage stamp and suggesting to the patient that it was a fly plaster. This has been confirmed by the experiments and experiences of many doctors in many parts of the world, which leave no doubt that the structural changes are a possible result of oral suggestion to patients. The cause of bloody stigmata. In Hudson's Law of Physic Phenomena, page 153, he states, "Hemorrhages and bloody stigmata may be induced in certain subjects by means of suggestion." Dr. M. Buru put a subject into the somnambulistic condition and gave him the following suggestion. "At 4 o'clock this afternoon, after the hypnosis, you will come into my office, sit down in the armchair, cross your arms upon your breast, and your nose will begin to bleed."
Jeez.
At the hour appointed, the young man did as directed. Several drops of blood came from the left nostril.
How?
On another occasion, the same investigator traced the patient's name on both his forearms with the dull point of an instrument. Then, when the patient was in the somnambulistic condition, he said, "At 4 o'clock this afternoon, you will go to sleep, and your arms will bleed along the lines which I have traced, and your name will appear written on your arms in letters of blood." He was watched at 4 o'clock and seen to fall asleep. On the left arm, the letters stood out in bright relief, and in several places there were drops of blood. The letters were still visible 3 months afterward, although they had gradually grown faint. These facts demonstrate at once the correctness of the two fundamental propositions previously stated, namely, the constant amenability of the subconscious mind to the power of suggestion and the perfect control, which the subconscious mind exercises over the functions, sensations, and conditions of the body. All the foregoing phenomena dramatize vividly abnormal conditions induced by suggestion, and are conclusive proof that as a man thinketh in his heart, subconscious mind, so is he. Healing point.
So, if a man thinketh in his heart, that's what he is.
Points in review. 1. Remind yourself frequently that the healing power is in your subconscious mind. 2. Know that faith is like a seed planted in the ground. It grows after its kind. Plant the idea, seed, in your mind, water and fertilize it with expectancy, and it will manifest. 3. The idea you have for a book, new invention, or play is real in your mind. This is why you can believe you have it now. Believe in the reality of your idea, plan, or invention, and as you do, it will become manifest. 4. In praying for another, know that your silent inner knowing of wholeness, beauty, and perfection can change the negative patterns of the other's subconscious mind and bring about wonderful results.
So, in praying for another, know that your silent inner knowing of wholesomeness, beauty, and perfection can change the negative patterns of other suggestions' mind and bring wonderful results.
5. The miraculous healings you hear about at various shrines are due to imagination and blind faith, which act on the subconscious mind, releasing the healing power. 6. All disease originates in the mind. Nothing appears on.
That's why you go into the doctor and you hear that, oh, you got such and such, and they hit you a certain way because you let them trick you and all that. Oh, it's the shit, your body do everything, bro. You know how much energy your body got, bro? You can light a goddamn house, bro.
On the body, unless there is a mental pattern corresponding to it. 7. The symptoms of almost any disease can be induced in you by hypnotic suggestion. This shows you the power of your thought. 8. There is only one process of healing, and that is faith. There is only one healing power, namely your subconscious mind. 9. Whether the object of your faith is real or false, you will get results. Your subconscious mind responds to the thought in your mind. Look upon faith as a thought in your mind, and that will suffice.
Your subconscious mind responds to the thought in your mind. Look upon faith as thought in your mind, and that will. Okay.
Chapter 5.
Okay, well, that's chapter 4, y'all. Tell me what y'all really got out of it. Chapter 4, they threw us with a lot of Bible quotes, man. One of them was, whatever things you desire when you pray and you believe them, you're going to receive them. And you should have them. So basically, picturing everything like you already got it. Like everything, like you got everything that you want. That dream house, think of it like you got it. Picture it in your head, and you're going to get it. Think of it in the head. You want the money, you got to be able to think it. If you can't see that picture, you ain't going to get it. So, what else got me in number 4 in chapter 4? Basically, your fate, it depends upon you. Fate is just like going against everything, man. People talking about you, criticism, what they think about you, they disagreeing. So basically, having faith, man, being delusional. So that was chapter 4. We're going to head on chapter 5. I want to thank everybody that's tuning into this channel, making it grow. So hit that like button, comment down below. Subscribe to the family. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. I'm going to see y'all later. I just got to work. I just been looking at videos. So I'm tapping out with this. With this, I try to read this book. I got another book I'm gonna read on the channel, but I gotta knock this out. It ain't this long, so we can knock this out. So basically, I'm gonna try to do a chapter every day. I'm actually ahead, but with y'all, we like on chapter 5. This is chapter 4. The channel growing. I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all with this channel, man. They ain't really teaching us how to expand our minds, so I'm here to help y'all. Cause shit, we gonna be in business together one day. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm tired, man. I'm gonna give me something to eat. Lay down. I gotta meditate. Even though meditating sucks, bro, I gotta get better. I can't picture it. I can't. Let me not say I can't. We working on our words. I'm trying to picture my goal, bro. What I want in life. I'm trying to get it in my head. Once you get in your head, you can see it, bro. So I'm gonna feed my stomach rumbling and shit. I'm gonna go feed that. Go sit down and see if I can do mine. And we're just gonna knock these out, man. I want to thank y'all on this channel growing. I didn't expect it. No thumbnails, no nothing, just script, no edit, just me reading the book while going along auto-tune. Hey, no copyright. This one right here, we just reacting, giving our opinion on stuff. I'm not a expert, as you see. I'm on chapter. Realistic, I'm on chapter 5, but we ain't do chapter 5 yet. As you can see, my page, my book. I'm on chapter 5, so, but the channel on chapter 4. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.